Hey guys, it's Alan from V Expressions here. Today I'm going to go over the quick start steps for getting V Expressions into your TD-9. Let's grab our stick and head to the module. Alright guys, I'm at the module, and the first thing I want to do is go over a couple of steps to get you set up in having your stick ready for the V Expressions expansion, kits, and backup. So it's real simple. The first thing is, if you've never used your USB stick with your computer or a module of any sort and you want to format it, this will create the folders and structure that you need on it. At the same time, if you just want to start fresh, you can do that. Do this format in the first step as well. Just keep in mind that this will delete anything that's on the stick. So if you want to take that stick to the computer real quick and check it, make sure there's nothing on it or back anything from it up, that would be a wise choice at this time. So let's go through the format step, and then we will move into the second step, which is backing up our module. All right, so for formatting, we're simply going to go to Setup. We're going to go to Utility. We're going to go to our USB stick. And we're going to go to this DL, which is Download and Format. And we're going to format in this case. And it just reminds you that it will clear everything off that memory stick. So I will select Execute. And one more time, are you sure? I am. I'll hit OK. After that's completed, it has made the folders that you need to get everything on your stick in the proper place so that the module can read it. Finally, we will do a backup real quick. I'll go to Setup, Utility, USB, and I'm simply going to save. I'm going to save a backup, and I'm going to choose where I want it. Now, I like to choose one for my personal settings. You could choose any bank that you want here, obviously, but I personally like to use one for my most current backup and personal backup. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will hit Save. It'll ask me here if I would like to name it. I can go in there and name it if I wish. For my personal backups, I like using just simple backup, and I will choose Execute. One last time. It will go through all that and save it. So now we have our folders and we have our module backed up. That's important if you want to keep your pad settings, any customizations and kits that you may have created. So let's go ahead and take our USB stick out, head back to the computer, and get our V Expressions ready to go. All right, I'm back at the computer. I've got my USB stick in the computer, and I've got two folders open. I've got the USB stick open on the right side here, and I've got my zip download from V Expressions 9 sample. In this case, it is our acoustics pack over here on the left. I like to work directly out of the zip files myself. So on the right side, you can see here what we did when we formatted our card. It creates a song list for your TD-9. And the most important thing is this folder right here, Roland folder. You double click that. If you go inside, you'll see there's a TD-9 folder. Inside that, you'll see your backup. Your backup file has a specific name, and you can only change this digit on the end there. If you change the name, the module will not recognize the file. You can only change the digit on the end. See your manual for more information about that. We're going to leave this folder open because that's what we're dealing with today. Over here on the left, our zip download, we made it simple. We didn't add all those folders. All we did was just create these backups that you can drag right into your folder on your card. Now, the most important thing here is the numbers. As you can see, my personal backup is 1. So I don't want to overwrite that. On the left, my download, I also have 1 and 2. We generally don't do 1. In this case, I guess Chris decided to. So we have a 1 and we have a 2. Now, normally I would select these two. I'll shift select both those, and I would drag them over here to my desktop and rename them. I have all my desktop icons hidden at the moment, so I'm not going to do it that way. I'm actually going to rename the one that's on my card because I can rename this one. And I will change it to simply 3 so I don't have to scroll a whole lot. And then finally go back to my zip, grab these two once again, and just drop them over here. So now I have my V Expressions, which is 1 and 2. I don't know the differences between these two files. Our manual will tell you what that difference is. And then my personal backup is number 3 there. And that's it. We're already done. In that zip, you also get a README, and there's a quick start guide for all our modules there as well. Highly advise reading the README file or manual for your expansion always. So I will go over here and eject my USB, and we will head back to the module. All right, we're back at the module, and loading is a snap. All we simply do is go into Setup. We go into Utility. We go into our USB. We go into Load. We go into our backups, and we choose what we want here. As you can see, the name of this file is Acoustics, and then there's Acoustics. I guess he has a tom on that one. I thought it was Acoustics FX. No, actually, I'm sorry. That's in a different zip. So this one obviously has a tom added to it, I assume. And then your third one was your personal backup because we renumbered that and moved it. So this one was actually number 1 to begin with. We moved it for this purpose. So obviously we want to load all. We don't want to load, we don't want to break this up. And I simply click load. It'll ask me if I'm sure, and I will execute it here. Just remember, this is going to overwrite anything you need to. This is a good point, a good place to tell you that you do have an option of saving your pad settings through vdrumlib. You can see our video that goes through all of that process and all the steps involved. I highly recommend doing that if you have tweaked your pads or made custom kits and you want to just put all that together at the computer in a matter of a minute or so, rather than trying to do it individually here. Highly recommend that. So see that video for all those steps. But in this particular case, I just want to load everything. We're pretending like I just bought the TD-9 and I am fine with just overriding everything. I'll hit execute here. It will process it and it will be done. And as you can see, our first kit changed to Noble and Cooley, which is the first kit on our TD-9 acoustics pack. And there they are. Let's head back to the computer and finish up. So as I mentioned, be sure to check out our vdrumlib video. Walks you through all the steps and options you have there. That is a super powerful little application. I highly, highly recommend it. I use it all the time. We all use it. The guys that have it use it all the time. It's invaluable. At $20, you cannot beat it. Trust me. And I believe Ken at VDL, I think he has a 30 or 60-day trial that you can try. You'll see the value in it, and you'll be glad to buy it. So what that does is allows you to put your pad tweaks, custom pads, and everything together with ours so that you can load it all at once, pick and choose, make your own collection, and so forth and so on. Definitely check that link out. I'll leave the link in the description. But for today, we are done. So I hope that was a short video and quick, and I hope it answered all your questions and got you up and running really quick. Again, be sure to read our README or manual for your expansion. It answers everything so that you don't have to email us. Hopefully this video covered everything visually for those that like to learn visually like myself. And I hope you had a fun time and got something out of this. So if you did, give us a thumbs up. While you're down there, please subscribe. If you didn't like it, give us a thumbs down. Also, click the bell while you're down there. You'll get immediate notifications when we do upload videos, which I have plenty coming. And come visit us at vexpressionsltd.com if you haven't in a while. We've got a nice facelift over there with lots of new stuff. And if you came across this video but you have something else and you're checking out our channel, come visit us. Also, come visit us at vdrums.com. The forum over there has lots of TD-9 owners. Love to answer your questions if you just got your TD-9 and you're having questions that you want answered. So that's it. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Bye-bye.